Welcome back to Self-Care Radio, your weekly space for rest, reflection, and real talk about what it means to care for ourselves in a world that often asks for too much. I'm your host, Kathrina. Today is Wellness Wednesday, a day to pause and ask, what does wellness really mean for me on a Wednesday? Not what social media says, not what trends say, but what truly helps me feel alive, steady, and at peace when the week feels heavy. Because wellness isn't about chasing perfection. It's about creating small, sustainable habits that keep us grounded. It's not about pushing through the exhaustion. That hump day, feeling used to settle over me like a heavy blanket, leaving me feeling drained, irritable, and completely flat. It felt like a slump I was just meant to survive week after week, until I learned that in the middle of the week doesn't have to be a valley. It can be a place of rest. Our story title for this week: The Day I Stopped Pushing Through. It was submitted by our anonymous listener. For the longest time, I thought productivity was my wellness. I had the fresh start energy of Monday and the finish line hope of Friday. But my Wednesdays were my kryptonite. The brain fog was so thick I couldn't clear it. My patience was gone. I felt like I was failing week after week because my energy just evaporated. I tried everything to fix it. More coffee or tea, a different planner. I even tried waking up earlier to get ahead, but it only made me more tired. I was convinced I was just lazy or undisciplined. Then one Wednesday, during a particularly overwhelming lunch break, I closed my office door, turned off the lights, and instead of scrolling on my phone, I just lay on the floor. I didn't have a plan. I just needed to stop. On a whim, I searched for a guided rest audio and put my headphones in. For 10 minutes, a quiet voice just told me to breathe and notice different parts of my body. I didn't fall asleep, but something inside me slowed down. When I sat up, the world felt quieter. The frantic energy in my head had settled. I wasn't magically bursting with energy, but the irritability was gone. The fog had lifted. I realized wellness for my Wednesday didn't have to be loud or complicated. It could be quiet. It could be as small as giving myself permission to do nothing. Since then, that 10-minute reset has become my non-negotiable Wednesday ritual. It's not about what looks impressive. It's about what makes me feel human again. I love this story because it reminds us that wellness doesn't need to be another thing on our to-do list. Sometimes, the most powerful acts of care are about subtraction and not addition. That feeling our listener described isn't a personal failure. It's a biological reality. From the moment Monday begins, our stress load starts to accumulate. Deadlines, meetings, and thousands of small decisions add up. By Wednesday, your brain's executive function is genuinely tired. You've been on for days, and your system is sending a clear signal that it's overwhelmed. Our listeners stumbled upon a practice that neuroscientists are now studying for its profound benefits. It's called non-sleep deep rest, or NSDR. The term was coined by Dr. Andrew Huberman, a neuroscientist at Stanford, to describe practices that guide your brain and body into a state of profound relaxation without you actually falling asleep. It's a powerful tool against the midweek slump because it directly addresses the biological reasons that cause it. If you're listening right now, here is one gentle practice to build your own version of Wellness Wednesday. Practice a moment of non-sleep deep rest. NSDR works by intentionally flipping your nervous system from fight or flight mode to the rest and digest state. You don't need any special equipment. Just find a space where you won't be disturbed for 10 to 20 minutes. While you can do this sitting up, it's most effective if you can lie down. The easiest way to begin is with a guided audio. There are hundreds of free NSDR and Yoga Ninja scripts online. Just put in your headphones and let the voice guide you. You'll be prompted to focus on your breath and scan your awareness through your body. This process does a few remarkable things. It slows your brain waves, helps lower the stress hormone cortisol, and can even trigger a release of dopamine, the neurotransmitter tied to motivation and focus. In just one short session, you are dialing down your stress and recharging your ability to focus. Remember, wellness is not a checklist. It's a relationship, your body, your mind, and your heart. And relationships are built one small, restorative choice at a time. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What's your biggest struggle when it comes to the midweek slump? Is it the brain fog, the irritability, or something else? And what's one small practice that helps you find your footing? Share it in the comments. You never know who might read your story and find their own moment of peace. And if you're listening quietly, just think of your answer in your heart, because naming what heals you is already a form of self-care. As we wrap up this Wellness Wednesday, let this truth stay with you. Wellness is not something you buy. It's something you create in small, ordinary moments. It's the permission to rest even when the world tells you to push. Next week, we'll gather for Thankful Thursday, and we'll explore how gratitude, even in difficult times, can soften our hearts and shift our perspective. Until then, breathe, sip something warm like tea, and remember, taking care of yourself doesn't have to be big to be beautiful. This is Kathrina, and this has been Self-Care Radio. Thank you for being here with me.